Libra scales, what's going on? Here's your reading for July from the 1st to the 15th. If you would like to, skip the intro and the shuffling, go ahead and see the comment section for the timestamp that I have available for you there. The only thing that we're really doing different this month, and it's going to go ahead and perpetuate, is we're implementing the Jesus cards here. They're by Doreen Virtue. They're called Divining Words. I'm sorry, not divining. What's wrong with me? Loving Words from Jesus. Kind of like oracle cards. I mean, she doesn't specifically say oracle, but yeah, just to get the idea of what they are. And remember, guys, this is a general reading. So go ahead and just take what resonates with you and leave the rest and apply it to your situation, either to or from you. If you like a private reading to maybe delve further into this or for your own unique, situation, go ahead and see the description box. Everything's there pertaining to that. I'm going to give you guys your contemplators. So they're right here. Let's see. So as I was contemplating on your guys' energy, so we have the Prince of Cups, which is also known as the Knight of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Prince of Pentacles, the Empress, Strength, the Two of Pentacles, then the Hermit came out, or popped out, I should say, and then the Queen of Wands reversed. Okay. I think that's about it in terms of announcements. I'm going to go ahead and give you the Libra sun sign. Excuse me, my throat's a little strange today. The Libra sun sign astrology, and this is for all of July, not just from the 1st to the 15th, but the whole thing. So, Libra, July 2017, may be a month where personal enterprise coupled with persistent action may yield pretty good results. Whereas your way is the way, and you do not need to follow the suggestions of others. Cooperation and consensus is not needed for success this month. You may be preoccupied with your career, where you will need to give equal importance to your personal affairs, family concerns, and in your love relationships. The forward movement of the planets may have a positive influence on your financial earnings this month. For Libras in an established bond, many challenges may face this month pertaining to your partnership. Your spouse may be having problems which may indirectly affect the partnership. Your partnership may also be affected due to the involvement of family members from either side. Or both. Let's hope not, right? Single Libras may find love opportunities at social functions. You may also seek fitness in a potential partner, someone who likes to stay in shape, goes to the gym, things of that nature. Health may be delicate, whereas you need to take sufficient rest. Your mental health is imperative, as you should not exert yourself in any way or in any kind of stressful situations that may cause stress or fatigue, Overall, in July 2017, your love life may be a little complicated, but you shall progress in your career and in your profession. Okay, let's go ahead and bless the deck and then we'll get started. Guardian angels of love and light, ancestors lost and known in the seas of time, please intercede into this reading to provide Libra with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks, and please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they're meant to be. Okay, I'll put these to the side. Then we'll go ahead and get started shuffling. Per usual, move these because these cards pop out. Then we'll put the candles back. Okay, so as we're shuffling, Libra, for some cards for the spread, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of go over your contemplator cards in terms of kind of like what they mean and stuff. Okay, Libra. So, based upon your contemplator cards, first, Father God, can you please release Libra's first base card for July from the 1st to the 15th of 2017, as well as some contemplators and or clarifiers, please. Okay, Libra, so I kind of feel like you're on the quest, you know, to understand the emotion, right? To understand, like, where these things come from, where they, you know, sprout from. And I kind of feel like you are trying, or you are attempting to be a little bit more stable, right? And you're trying to, like, I think the reason why you want to be stable, I mean, that sounds weird to say, right? Everyone wants to be stable. But I feel like maybe one of the reasons that it's important to you is because maybe I feel like you want to give back, maybe, you know, this month. I feel like this is kind of important to you this month, where you would want to give back. The Chariot reverse. So you kind of feel like, you know, like, I'm not saying that you didn't before, but maybe you just want to, I'm kind of picking up to, you want to give back because maybe you feel like if you can give back, you feel like you have more money or more stability. So it's kind of like a reassure, you know, like reassuring yourself that you're okay since you can give, kind of thing. You know, you have it available as like expenditures. Why is the Chariot reversed here, Father God? Because, I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like you're trying to see where the emotion comes from, how you can apply it in a certain way. You know, you're trying to understand where it comes from, how it happens, so that then you can maybe be a better person, you know, and give back. But not just emotionally in your relationships and partnerships, but give back also, you know, like I said, stability-wise. Okay. The Eight of Cups flipped over in reverse. Because I feel like, you know, with the Empress there, you're trying to create something, right? I feel like you're trying to create, you know, I mean, financial stability, yes, but I kind of feel you're trying to create just, I feel like you think that that'll kind of solve a lot of what's going on right now, you know, and it really could. You know, I'm not saying that it can't. Three of Wands. But I feel like there's more to it, though, Libra. You know, like, I feel like you have to have to strengthen yourself. You have to believe, you know, in yourself and in your abilities. And if you don't believe that, you know, how are you going to put yourself or find yourself in situations where you're allowed to express that or find new ways of expressing it? Because if you kind of don't really have a hold on it initially, how can you really kind of grow from it, you know, in a sense? Four of Wands. And we have King of Cups reversed. The Nine of Cups upright. Okay, so here's the first set here. I'm going to put this to the side and then we'll start the second set. So it's like, you have to understand the root, you know. Mother God, please, okay. Can you please get some clarifiers for that card, please? Leave his base card. I don't want to turn it over just yet. I'm not sure why. But I feel like, you know, like, because the Hermit came up, you know, you could be maybe dealing with the Virgo, possibly. Or maybe that could be in your chart as well. You want to be able to be self-reliant, you know, and to know that regardless of kind of what happens, you know, you at least can handle it, you know. This was the base card and all that. Let's go with it. I'm gonna go with it all. Okay. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, trying to mold it to that situation. What these first? Okay, so we have the Alchemist, also known as the Magician. The World, pretty good. Then we have the King of Pentacles reverse. Seven of Wands. A little interesting. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. We'll get some crowning cards and we'll get started. Excuse me, Libra. I'm so weird. Sorry. There are a lot of times to do that. Okay, there's one. Father God, what's crowning Libra for the situations at hand? And for July of 2017 from the 1st to the 15th. Oh, okay. You know, with the Hermit popping out, you need to think about things, see where they come from, their origin. Then you can maybe understand how to work at it or how to apply it, you know? Because I feel like, you know, you may have lost some creativity this month. You may not feel as maybe ambitious this month in terms of creating those things for yourself. And I think that's pretty much it for the contemplators. Okay. Anything else about that you'd like to release? Is that it? That's it. Okay, I'm not really sure which one was first here. We're just going to go with that. I know this was the last one for sure. Prince of Swords reversed. It's like the Knight of Swords reversed. Two of Swords reversed. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Libra, are you thinking about yourself? Or you could be dealing with another Libra. Or maybe like a Libra rising or something to that effect. Okay, and then we have the King of Swords. Oh, Libra, a lot of communication in your mind this month. Okay, so there you go. Let's go ahead and with this, bring these back. Okay. So we're coming into the reading. Alright, Libra. Nine of Swords here. It's alright. Let's check out what's going on, okay? Excuse the bracelet, maybe like pounding or tossing around. Okay. I'm feeling a little uncertainty in your spread. When I say that, I'm kind of picking up on like that's kind of the overall maybe feeling of it right now. I feel like you really don't really know what to do right now. You're a little confused as to like not what road to take, but I don't know, I'm kind of hearing like or feeling where to go from here type of thing, you know? Because you are having a lot of issues right now in terms of like, I'm sorry, that sounded a little rude. You're going through some things. I'm sorry, in my throat, like I feel like I can't speak. Maybe that's why so many swords in your thoughts, right? All right. Oh, you could be dealing with the Cancer, maybe possibly another Libra. You could be dealing with, I think that's about it. A Gemini, Libra. I'm sorry, not Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Cancer, right? Maybe possibly another Libra, or you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or possibly an Aries. One of those. So, I feel, Libra, like a sigh of relief, kind of a little bit in a sense. And I also kind of like, I'm picking up on like, this was meant to happen. But I don't think that you see it yet right now. I think that you feel like, you know, with the reason why this 10 of Pentacles is in reverse here, it's leading down to, you know, no movement. But I feel like it's a blessing in disguise with this 4 of Wands here. And I kind of feel like, you know, maybe this month, or maybe the end of, you know, June leading up to this month, there were a lot of moments that maybe were kind of breathtaking, that kind of just came in, and they just were abrupt, I think. And it caused a lot of maybe some turmoil, kind of, or it's causing turmoil, I should say. And I feel, Libra, like in your mind or in your thoughts, right? I feel like we should start there. You may have got caught up in maybe a situation, right, where, I'm trying to find the best way to say this. Where you maybe didn't think of the ramifications maybe of your actions, or, you know, what would transpire from your actions or from your decisions. Specifically communication, I'm kind of picking up a lot here. Because I feel like, you know, Prince of Swords reversed, followed by the Two of Swords reversed, and 10 of Pentacles reversed. So it's kind of like the way that you went about communicating maybe with people or about the situation, you maybe felt like it would prevent a lot of things from maybe happening in terms of maybe you being on the bad side of the spectrum with it. Like it would prevent you from actually going there. Kind of like avoiding, you know, being on that end, on the bad end of things. And I kind of feel like things didn't kind of work out the way that they were supposed to. Because, I mean, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, that can kind of specify, you know, a lack of a commitment. You know, it can also kind of specify maybe having something at one time and then all of a sudden it being gone. And when I say lack of commitment, you know, I kind of feel like maybe lack of commitment in terms of moving forward, maybe. I mean, we can look at it like this too, going down. Moving forward with doing things properly that would lead to respective ventures. Doing things a certain way with a certain aura about you or a certain mindset, you know, mind frame that's, you know, keep it consistent. And I feel like maybe the rules were bent a little bit. And what ended up happening was, I feel like that's why justice is here. And you being in your own mind, in a sense, you know? Was the communication proper? Were or was there anything that was maybe held back or held in confidence maybe, or maybe just kind of not spoken about, I should say. Because, I mean, for sure, it's led to some, you know, misery. It's led to kind of almost rock bottom. It's led to sleepless nights. But, you know, Libra, when we have this mindset and this mind frame, we can be upset when we are then not able to move forward. Or when we move forward, if the origin is convoluted, you're moving forward with nothing but spirals, you know, in a sense, like the end result is going to be convoluted as well. And I kind of feel like a lot of the emotion took over in this. I'm picking up maybe a little bit of manipulation a little bit too, with the King of Cups in reverse here. You know, walking away from despair, walking away from having to deal with the situation, right? Making that decision, whatever decision that you made, thinking that it was going to lead to completion, lead to celebration, lead to happiness and celebration, fulfillment, you know, just happiness. But what type of emotion was behind this decision, though, you know? And I believe that this was an illusion or a delusion, you know? You've been a little delusional, maybe? Convincing yourself that that you were going to end up maybe like the Nine of Cups. If you build something, right, like a building, if the infrastructure is faulty, like, you think the building's going to hold up? It's only going to fall to the ground, right? But I really do kind of believe that, you know, you kind of thought that this was going to work. I hate to say that. But you have to ask yourself, Libra, what the question that I'm kind of wondering as well is, why? Why was there dishonesty, or why was there manipulation of emotions? Because there's some people here. 1, 2, I mean, just here alone, 1, 2, 3. I mean, I guess maybe 4. You have 2 major arcana. 1, 2. I mean, you have all the minor too, but in terms of court cards, 1, 2, 3. 3 in this, you know, particular little spread here. Then you have another King of Pentacles in reverse in the other one. And you have 2 more major arcana. Major arcanas are kind of things that are going on within us. The world, and then also the alchemist. Those are the things that are going on within us, you know. And the court cards are the people that are involved in the situation, in a sense, you know. And then the ace to the nines, you know, the ace of, 9 of, 2 of, is the environment. So did the environment kind of make you feel like you couldn't commit? But how can you commit when you set this type of environment? It was like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, you kind of set yourself up for this. Because like I said, you made that decision, right? For sure. And then you saw your ships come in. And I think, yeah, like I said, I think you thought you were going to be happy with it. But I'm really feeling manipulation here. Like, You can't have, I mean, you know, in tarot, it just kind of doesn't really make sense. It's a contradiction in a sense, you know, to have the King of Cups in reverse and then have the Nine of Cups and then everything is just copacetic. Like, no, there was some contrivance involved here. There was some manipulation involved here. Because how is maybe the environment kind of happy, or you feel somewhat like the Nine of Cups, but then the King of Cups is in reverse? Is everyone else happy, but you maybe had to lie, or you maybe had to manipulate the situation in a sense? This is how I'm kind of looking at it. This is like you in a sense, right? You knew what you were doing, the manipulation or whatever the case may be. Once again, guys, this is a general reading to or from you, you know? When I say that, means it can happen to you or this can be from you, you know? So the manipulation was kept in secret, you know, or this was the overall aura. And it seemed on the outside like everything was fine. Environment, people involved. But we're not moving, or we're moving, but not in the direction that you necessarily want to go in. Let's get the other little spread here. Let's check it out. Actually, I'll do it like this. You know, molding the situation into how you thought it would or how you plan to see it. But you're coming to the reading with the Nine of Swords, though. What did you plan? You know, it's like, did it really add to the stability? Was it done correctly? Was it accepted by everyone else that was involved or that were involved? Whatever the case may be. You had two kings in your environment, or in a, you know, in terms of the clarifiers, in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse and also the King of Pentacles in reverse. But in your mind, you have the King of Swords upright. I'm feeling like a facade was put on at the same time. When I say the same time, I mean the facade was put on to make everything look fine. But look, you ended here, I mean, because I guess we're traveling like that, with the Seven of Wands, having to defend yourself, having to defend your territory, which isn't the problem. But when you have a Court card in reverse next to it, there's a relationship there, there's a correlation, there's a corroboration there a little bit. I feel like you're playing kind of like both sides of the fence a little bit. But then when it was time to commit and maybe deal with the issues, you know, you may not wanting to deal with it. Maybe kind of feeling like, oh, what happened? Like, you know, one of those things. It's like, this was your doing, you know, kind of. I know I'm speaking really slow. I'm just trying to, you know, articulate everything, and I want to say the right things. Because, I mean, the Prince of Swords here, you know, it's the Knight of Swords in reverse. Someone who comes in with the communication, thinking they kind of know it all and they have the answers, and they don't want to understand it any further. They don't want to take the time to understand it. So it's them making mistakes or bringing the information back. It being, like falsehoods, or it doesn't come from an honest and pure and organic space. So what they do, what they interpret, and how they bring it back, or bring it back to themselves, it's convoluted. The communication wasn't understood properly. And I'm feeling a little bit, like I said, of immaturity, maybe some ignorance, it happens. Yeah, I just feel like with the Two of Swords here, like, it kept you out of some situations, like you were able to just kind of squeeze through, and get away with stuff. Because I'm starting to kind of feel as well, like maybe you really didn't know, or maybe you didn't know of the gravity of the situation, or the gravity of the results in terms of like the seriousness of it, or maybe just got a little too out of control and it kind of had to just be done like that, be done in that manner. Because you have the Alchemist here, the Magician. You have the World here. Great. Why are you fighting? The things that you're creating are great. They're in good standings, with everything following suit. But why is this the end card, though, having to defend yourself, having to have quarrelsome moments? This is like an achievement, but you still have to fight off the things that are coming at you. The King of Pentacles in reverse also is someone who is all about the money, someone who's all about the goal. They don't care about anything in between or on the outside, or where it came from, who's hurting, what's the problem. They just want to achieve the goal. Did we achieve the goal? Because this was a little bit of a waste of your time. Because what did you really get out of it? How did you mold this situation? You molded it into not committing. So what did you call this? As time was going on, was that not committing? Because if you constantly work on something, you want to see it complete, Was it bad from the start? Because like, where did it get you, Sleepless nights, not being able to move forward in the appropriate manner, lack of commitment, or just things not working out, which leads to lack of commitment as well. I feel like we're missing a piece of something here. Like, this is giving, tarot just gives us the situation, but I feel like we don't have the answers. Like, there's not a solidified end point. I feel like justice has a lot to do with it, and I feel like, that being in your thoughts, in your mind, what's crowning you, you knew it all along. And with the King of Swords here, for sure, it just means like, it was all about the communication. It was poorly given, I think, or it was poorly delegated. Because, I mean, it starts off great here, and then it's like, this is someone who creates. When I look at this here, I look at it like there was a lot of, like I said, manipulation kind of going on, or steering things in your favor. And it was working for a while. But the end result ended up being the Seven of Wands. Tension, having to fight off all of the energy or the, situations that transpired. Feeling like shit. Not being able to sleep. This being something being constantly on your mind. And we're almost at the completion of the swords, because 10 of swords is not a great card, but at least with the 10 of swords, you can say, hey, the worst has happened. There's only a way you can go up from here. But with the 9 of swords, that's really not the case. I'm going to pull some advice cards. Let's see if anything's there. Yeah, see, I want to look underneath the bottom of the deck, and 7 of Cups. The illusion of success? Which one did you pick? I don't know why I didn't leave the deck there. That's a little strange. Okay. We're just going to pull from the bottom. I'm kind of feeling it. So, the illusion of success, that's pretty much what the 7 of Cups really stands for. Right? The illusion. When they say illusion, it's because there's maybe so many choices or decisions that need to be made. And why, though, Libra, The decisions that you made, did they benefit maybe everyone? Did everyone work together? Because you have 3 of Pentacles in reverse here. People not working together. Deliberately not wanting to work together. This is different. It would be different if it was like, like on a subconscious level. But this is people just not working together because they don't want to. They have their own reasons, right? This is like a stubborn card. Not wanting to see. People maybe having a little bit of passion, not wanting to walk away from the situation, given that they didn't cooperate. I feel like there's maybe, like I said, when I see like the 3 of Pentacles reverse and then the 6 of Swords reverse, it's like a clash of wills. I want to do this. No, I want it to be like this. And it's, swords, air energy. Were you so persistent on maybe doing something your way or seeing it happen your way that you shook things up, or you chose the wrong decision, which led to people not working together? Yep. You ran out of room there, like, huh. What did you create though, Libra, Why don't you feel like there's hope at the end of this? Why is there no hope at the end of this? Lovers in reverse. I mean, this can be a couple. I mean, you also could be maybe dealing with a Gemini or an Aquarius. What did you create, What type of environment? See, when I see cards like this, like all of a sudden it's starting to make sense, and then this one card kind of throws it off a little bit in terms of like the consistency of the story going down the line. This makes me kind of believe that maybe sometimes you maybe were ignorant to some of the facts that were kind of going on. Or maybe there was an outside influence. It can be either or for me. I'm going with maybe I'm feeling outside influence. And when I say outside influence, I mean being in cahoots with the outside influence, not outside influence, you know, oh, they made me do it. I had no other choice. Like, no. There's always a decision, you know, always there are always choices, and we make the decision that we want. We make, you know, the decision based upon our choice, you know. The lovers can also mean making a decision as well. But when it's in reverse, it's not making the right one. And I also feel like with the Six of Swords here in reverse, you maybe feel somewhat bad. Like it's kind of like I messed up. Now I kind of maybe have to fix it. But I don't really maybe seen it being fixed maybe by you per se. Because you're still going through this period, right? And if you don't see any hope in this situation, I mean, it's kind of a moot point. There's no passion. But there was surely passion when, you know, this was being created. I just feel like things got out of hand, like whatever the situation may be for you. I still feel like we're hinting on it's not. I'm going to pull two more. Father God, okay. Don't burn my house down, please. Father God, can get one more card, please, as the final outcomes or some other bit of information. Ten of Swords reverse. And Queen of Pentacles reversed. So just more people are being added to this, more situations. When the Ten of Swords is in reverse, it can imply a little bit of theatrics to kind of avoid a disaster. Avoid maybe having to make the wrong decision, that you made the wrong decision because you didn't have hope of it, or that you were trying to gear it in your favor. You know, see, I was getting that when I was going over the others. And like, I can't even speak, like, I'm getting a dry throat too. It's just weird. Working things out, but only in your favor. In a very selfish manner. This doesn't work like this. Like I was telling you earlier. You can't have the manipulation and then everyone's happy. That just is improbable. There's delusion, there's illusion, there's deception involved in that. And I believe that it's not making it, I mean, clearly people aren't working together. Like they don't want to. And no one really wants to walk away from the situation because I feel like there isn't any closure. People still need to say what they need to say. But theatrics involved in terms of, you know, like trying to maybe avoid a disaster. Playing like the damsel in distress in a sense. I feel like it was kind of like somewhat of a game a little bit. I don't know. I mean, hey, Libra, I'm sorry to say that I don't have an answer, but we don't need an answer because it'll always play out. What's always shown, you know, what's always done in the dark always comes to light. Okay, this video's getting a little long. Let's pull a Jesus card and our cards. And And let's see what's going on. Let me move these. I already pre-shuffled as well. All right, Father God, in the name of Jesus, what does your word and your anointing have to say about the situation at hand? Any advice? Any caveats? Anything to add to the situation? Or a final answer, something of the sort? We'll trust in you, whatever your will entails. I'm just going to keep on going. I feel like it. I should keep going. Okay, that was it. Okay, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Matthew 28:20. Come unto me, all that you labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. Rest. Needing rest. 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 Yeah. Oh, I mean, might as well. I mean, rest. Rest from the decision. Rest from people not working together. Love one another as I have loved you. John 13:34. Sorry guys, it's a little blurry here. Let me fix it for you. It's lovely, bro. And I mean, hey, Venus rules you. You know, at least if you're rising, it really rules you. I don't feel, Libra, like all of this was done in love. I mean, all the cards are all over the place, but you know. Even though this was in reverse, this was trying to avoid it. If we came without any intention or any injurious intention, why would we, what are we trying to avoid? You know? Why won't we commit when we put somewhat of the work in, regardless if it was viable or not? We won't commit because it wasn't in our favor. I believe you may not feel like this, but others involved maybe feel like this. I'm not beating you up. I'm just being honest because, hey, I'm a Libra ascendant, so, you know, I'm not saying anything to myself. But I really do feel like, you know, some good is going to come out of this. Like I said in the beginning, I really feel like it is. I mean, regardless of the situation. Put it down here so you guys can see it a little bit better. This will happen. Karma never forgets an address. She serves what you deserve. And she's, you know, and it's a dish best served cold. And I feel like God is trying to tell you, you know, it's kind of in this order, I would say. If you did things in love or with love at all times, God's always with you, you know? And whatever you have going on, you can lay it on Him and let Him handle it. And not try to take it upon yourself to be beguiling or trying to inveigle people into being on your side. Because the good side should be love, and we should not have to inveigle anyone, or we shouldn't have to convince anyone to be on the side of love. You understand? They should come to that side regardless. Everyone should be standing on that side by default. You know, in a perfect world, that's exactly how it would be. I want to be on that side of love. That's why everything that I do is always think of the other person. How would I feel if I were in their shoes? How would I feel if, you know, I was the second party and I was about to do something, you know, unscrupulous? How would I view that person? Do I want to be that person? Do I want to exude that? Because it all starts with love. That's where it comes from. That's the root of it all. And that's the root of God and Jesus. It's love. That's what it's done in. You know, the actions. Because then only great things happen, or great things manifest from that mind frame and from that mindset. But you must exude that out into your environment, Libra, but also believe it. Not with the facade stuff. You know, everyone's seeing that things are the way that they are, like they look all copacetic and dandy, but then, you know, there's a whole other side to it. Okay, Libra, I'm going to leave it at that. This video is way too long here. But think about that. I do advise you to look at Matthew 28:20, Matthew 11:28, and John 13:34. Pretty soon, hopefully by the 15th to the 31st, I'm almost done having all the quotes. I mean, all the verses and the books and all the chapters and all that outlined. I pretty much know them. I just want to make sure that I have them all, you know, memorized, and I'm giving you guys correct information here. You know, love, Libra. That's where it should come from. Because this is going to bite you in the ass. And when it does, justice, when your own scales are unbalanced, don't be upset. Because now when they're unbalanced and then you get that karma back, where the theatrics are real, remember the decisions that you made, and what you created, and how you made other people feel. And this happened for a reason. Because that's what you wanted and that's what you got. Okay, that's it. Right, Libra? We'll see you from the 15th to the 31st. Like a, you know, private reading, check the description box. Remember, guys, this is, one more time, I'm going to say it. This is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay? We'll see you, Libra scales. Be good.